Okay. Test. Looks good. Let's see. Half-Life Alyx. Where's my LIV? Oh, there I am. Yeah. Okay, gotta take a sip of water real quick before we get started. Make sure I don't trip on this cable. I'm wondering, should I go cableless? I mean, the battery isn't gonna last that long if I do go cableless. But it might also reduce my hazard of tripping. I don't know. So there's one more application I have to open up. Stream avatars. So that you get your own little avatar on the stream as well. Streamer gets the 3D avatars, chat gets 2D avatars. Well, I also get my own 2D avatar because of how it works. Any second now it's going to pop up on the stream. Oh yeah, I just remembered I'm also now recording as I stream as well. Looks like my bitrate isn't doing too good. Maybe I'll stop recording. Stop recording. Okay, stopping the recording seemed to stabilize the bitrate by quite a bit. I guess recording and streaming at the same time is a bit too much for my computer to handle, as well as running a VR game. And also LIV stream avatars, OVL toolkit at the same time. Quite a lot, actually. Oops. I do have a CPU that's considered overkill for gaming, but a graphics card that is pretty good, but not the best. Could be better, but you know, who am I to complain? Anyway, I got my chat attached to my hand. Actually, can you even see that? I don't think you can see that in the stream. Yeah, I think we might be good to go here. I'm unnecessarily nervous for some reason. I don't know why. Just feeling like it's just gonna crash or whatever. It'll be fine. I'm just paranoid. Let's see, we're on chapter 4 now. I doubt we'll get through the whole chapter in one stream, but it's worth a try. we'll just make whatever progress we can make. I'm just watching myself do a little dance in the my OBS window while it loads. Does it load when I have my menu open? Oh, yeah, I think it does. Press trigger to start. Oh, I have a hat. Still. Hard hat. Yep, floating slightly. Oh, okay, I guess that's just how it is. Yeah. Streaming later than I was planning on streaming. But yeah, I think I jumped down from there last time. Because that's how Half-Life Alyx makes progress, is they make you jump down from an area you can't get back up to. To keep you going in one direction. You can still pick things up. Yep. Okay, do I have enough space? Yeah, I got enough space for gaming. As long as I stay on my little pad.
It got a bit messy back there, but we did get Dad back.
Yeah.
What?
That's probably gonna draw some attention. Not probably, actually. It's definitely drawing attention. Look, they're looking for you now, okay? So just be careful.
So on these stairs, probably nothing. Yeah, as I expected, nothing. Enjoy the natural taste of water, massive peaks, natural spring water. Massive peaks, natural spring water. This is before Dr. Brain Water was established, I'm sure. Tap on twice to toggle burst fire.
If we can get this weapon, we could change things forever.
Yeah. If.
Look, I know we've only been working together for a few hours now, but I want you to know I'm proud of you. Okay, you're under a lot of pressure here.
Wow. Nice.
So much pressure, in fact, that I hesitate to even bring it up. But I did notice that when you reached out for your father's hand, had he actually grabbed it, his grip would have crushed all the delicate sensors in the Russells.
Ah. Okay.
Totally understandable, and would have been worth it, by the way, in this case.
Right.
Having said that, I have a hard time imagining another situation where that would have been the case. And much like your father, the Russells are priceless. Okay, so just, moving forward.
Russ, I promise your gloves are safe with me.
Mm-hmm. That's what the gloves were called, Russells. You know, a friend gave to me a pair of VR gloves that are basically like these Russells. Well, not quite, but they look similar to them. Exposed circuitry and all. I haven't gotten them working yet. Hello, Citrus! Hello. Have to pause the game to see. Hello. I think this is where the audience is. How you doing? Just oops. That looks very combine-y. Doing alright. Very tired because I've been working since 11. Oof. What time is it for you now? I know Valve really likes to show off their, like, cutting-edge physics technologies, but, like, let's be honest, in the real world, when we have so many unopened bottles of whatever this is, vodka, I feel like people would have drank it all just to drown their sorrows. In Half-Life 2, these would all be empty. Doing alright, very tired because I've been working since 11, but Omega Strikers has double affinity for this weekend, so there is no time to rest. 11:11. I see. Okay, so you've been working like 12 hours then. Oh, I thought that would break. You know what? I want it to break. There we go. Save my ammo. That's how you open a supply crate. Yeah. Yeah. Time is now. I don't know. Is not really the time for vodka? What am I doing? Those look like... What are those things? Those for shoe shining? Makes me feel fuzzy. Sure does. Vodka tends to have that effect on people. I see resin. I love doing that. Hey Citrus, I forget, are you memes for breakfast or are you Infernape? I feel like you're one of the two. One of the two originals. The first one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember all the way back in the Stardew days. Sometimes I get emotional thinking back to those days. What am I doing? I need to, like, actually figure out where I'm supposed to be going right now. Remember when I started my stream? It took like... Oh. It took like an hour before I actually got the pistol. My friend got it like in 10 minutes. Yeah. Well, it's good that you're here. Open up. Um. Oops. Oh. I gotta turn off OVR advanced settings. Sadly. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I just need to change my bindings. Oh. My computer did not like me doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna turn off OVR advanced settings. I'm a little bit off center, but it's not a huge problem, I hope. I can't open this door. Wow. What am I supposed to do then? There's resin on the ground. I can't pick it up because there's a grate in the way. Don't want to shotgun the door because I have limited ammo. Hello, Fuzzy, Nico. I don't know where the camera is. Hello, Fuzzy, Nico. Yes, I'm playing an actual VR game. In VR, it's crazy. It's like what it was made for, or something. I'm doing quite well. I had kind of a moment where I was like, I don't know if I want to stream. I was feeling kind of tired and moody, but I knew that if I actually started streaming, I'd feel better. Because that's how it always goes. But you just gotta get in the mood. Just gotta get in the rhythm. I'm wandering in actual circles right now. Okay, I didn't check this corridor. He gave you the orchids. Return the favor. I can't read that. The Ultimate Predator, Museum of Natural History at the barracks. 25th September 1999, 12th of March 2000. So I guess this is about when the Black Mesa incident took place canonically. I'm just trying to glean the lore from the posters. Hey, good job, Fuzzy. Let me in, let me in! Black Mesa incident was present day from the time. I remember watching videos of people trying to determine the Black Mesa incident from like the calendars. The funny thing about the calendars in that game is that they don't make sense. Like the actual dates don't even align with the days of the week, which is silly. Andy Fork Catering. Dundee's was a wild time for game dev assets. I didn't think that people like 20 years later would be like, like tearing it apart and like analyzing it for lore. They just needed a calendar for like a background object. That's probably what they were thinking. Am I stupid? I feel like there's something obvious that I am overlooking that I need to make progress. Walking speed's so slow because this is like when VR was still like just becoming a thing and developers were paranoid people would get motion sick from walking too fast. What am I doing? There's a little bit of haptics there when I hit my gun into the wall. Makes sense. I think last time I played this, my haptics were off to save battery, but I turned them back on because hey, I can't fit that there. That through there. Wow. Because I didn't want to be missing out on anything, you know? I feel like I was missing information by not having haptics. I have haptics turned down pretty low in my headset settings. Like they're at like maybe like 5%, 2%. I feel like there was like a mechanic that was taught to me in the previous area that I've forgotten since the last time I streamed. Wait a minute. That's what I'm supposed to do. Funny. Half-Life Alyx jumping is not actual jumping, it's just teleporting. What? Pardon me. I just glabbering some water through the wall. Wall water. Magic jumping could get very disorienting for some players. Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, I'm like turbo used to it. I do it all the time in VR chat. Doesn't even faze me. Those zero gravity worlds, though, those still make me feel a bit sick. Those give me lasting motion sickness. Oh, for a second I thought that was a living person. I don't like these. Oh, you know what? That didn't work. I just hit the shell. Thankfully, they're slow. For me, smooth turning still gives me headaches, but you snap turning as often as possible, though moving my actual body/head doesn't make me motion sick. It makes sense. I grew out of snap turning like a long time ago. Come on. I did use snap turning at first, but like about like after a month or so, I switched to smooth turning and haven't gone back since. Hello. Let's see what's this? 75 Coca-Cola. Just open cans of stuff. If that TV didn't break, I would have said something. Gotta keep these game devs on their toes, you know? I need a key card. Right. Excuse me, sir. Can I buy your key card? It's right there. This is not the right key card for this door. Yeah, calculator. I doubt it actually works. Oh, I just made it go through the floor. Well, through the bottom of the thing. Remember, Half-Life Physics are still Half-Life Physics. Yeah, there's a... I don't think it works. They could have made it work. That's development time that probably could have gone somewhere else. Store items in wrist pockets. Oh. Just needs a little sunlight. Oh yeah, right. It is one of those sunlight powered ones. Imagine if I held on to this and then brought it outside and it started working. I would be absolutely dumbfounded. Like, to be fair, like when I first started playing this game, like the first hour, I was just dumbfounded at everything. But after a while, they kind of tone it down on the interactivity part. Oh, I lagged there for a second. Loading the next area, I assume. Still, though, the immersion in this game is like absolutely incredible. Teleporting and all. Excuse me. Give me a second while I reload. And I have two of you to deal with. I think that you guys are slow.
Oh, Dad said he stole some files about this weapon.
Well, when it comes to combined data encryption,
You're my
Eli's
dad?
your guy.
Mhm.
Systems, robotics, networks, I can make short work of those.
But not data encryption.
Might as well be an alien Well, it is an alien language. Anyway, look, Eli's your guy.
Actually, because I'm on quest, just gonna take off my cable. Because I'm on Airlink mode. Only had the cable for charging. I got like 2 hours now. Like, look at this floor. Like, it may not look like much on the stream due to compression, but like in VR, this is like incredible amounts of detail. There are people, I know people who just like run past this kind of thing, but like I like to stop and smell the roses. And, like appreciate the finer details. Like down to the pixel, quite literally. I'm just built different, I guess. I mean, I am a game dev myself. There's something in the ceiling. It's following us. It's gonna fall down at any second.
Alex, look out the window.
Holy crap. That's gotta be the vault.
Yeah. Your dad didn't mention it was floating.
So even if we make it there, we still have to get up to it.
Oh, the cables! Look at all the cables attached to it. All we have to do is follow them.
And break whatever's at the other end.
And down comes the vault. Simple. Easy to follow. Yeah, I like this plan.
Now, one game that was like specifically designed to make you stop and smell the roses was Fez, but I found that game to be kind of boring because the gameplay was too slow. I feel like game needs like the right amount of pacing where like you can stop and to admire
Cables.
the scenery, but at the same time, kind of gotta keep the ball rolling. I think I already have one. Yeah. Just replaces it. Okay. Blue key card. Okay. It's like Doom. Oh. I tried streaming Fez a long time ago, but I never finished it because I got bored with it. I don't know if this is your OBS or Twitch's end, but letting you know that CMC encoding is a little crispy and pixelated sometimes, not very often. Yeah. It's probably my end because uh I did get a warning when I launched the game that the GPU memory was low. So I'm kind of just working with what I've got. This is technically low settings right now. I forget which button's pause. It's supposed to pause it when I open this. Why isn't it pausing now? I just paused it like 2 seconds ago. Didn't mean to waste that bullet. Okay, there we go. Now it's paused. Options. Preferences? No. Back. Performance. This is all I get. Just low fidelity. Ultra, high, medium, low. Advanced. Oh, advanced. Everything is turned down as low as it can go. The only thing I can think is to like lower the resolution. Which I think I can do. Video for application video settings. So that to like 70%. I think it's a little fuzzier now, but I can get used to it. That will probably free up a bit of GPU time. Yeah, I just went into the red. Now to yellow, to red. And now I'm back in the green. Video encoding is weird. Can be really picky sometimes. I've had lots of problems in the past getting, just the right balance of like uh like bit rate and stuff like that. Imagine even a simple VRC instance plus this could be intense on any system, even higher end. Right. Well, I'm not using VRC right now. I'm using LIV, which is more optimized for this kind of thing. I don't think Steam would even let you run VR chat and this. But no drinky. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, right. I got that key card. I have to go back. Yeah, for my like desktop gaming streams, I use VR chat because I like having like a background environment. But for games like this, where I'm already in an immersive environment, I use LIV. Aha! They fell down. They just threw stuff. Why are you inside each other? Stop. Okay, I got the easy guys down. It's time for you piece of garbage. I'd have to engage the flintlock or whatever you call it. Before I call it the safety, I don't think that's actually the proper term for it, though. I'm not really a gun guy. I'm not American enough to understand. I'm just gonna ignore you. What's this? It's trash. Don't come in here. Okay.
Have you heard any Combine chatter about Dad escaping?
No, nothing. It's all about sending reinforcements into the quarantine zone.
On the plus side, that means Dad is still on his way back to you. We'd have heard if they recaptured Eli Vance.
And on the downside...
Getting to the vault isn't going to get any easier.
Wait. Am I stupid? I put down that card but never put it in my inventory. I have to go back. I am stupid. Ignore me. I'm not wasting my bullets on you. I already wasted too many trying to kill you. Wait. What card did I need? I need the blue card, right? I had the orange card, I placed with the blue card. So I did have the card. Man, I am stupid. Yeah, you only get one at a time. But I thought I had dropped both for some reason. So I just went back for nothing. Locomotive safety update. The new doors and new fire extinguisher restraints you've heard so much about are rolling out on the red line. Goodbye, tunnel rattle. So long, stuck door beep. Get certified. City rail maintenance is moving on to the blue line next. So you have not been trained in emergency procedures for opening the new doors and accessing the new extinguishers. Now is the time. The training will be how I don't need to read all that. Ah, need more water. It's so dry. Oop. Hello? This area is off limits until otherwise authorized. Well, I'm authorizing it now. What are these?
Ooh, grenades.
That accomplished nothing. Alright, time for some hacking. Ooh, more. I don't think grenades are gonna help me with these barnacles, because, you know, they're on the ceiling. Or unless... Here you go.
Total waste of grenade.
Oh. Okay. Yeah!
Agreed.
Yeah. Feels good. Wow. If I fall down there, I won't be able to go back. So I'm going to do a manual save right there. And arm this grenade. That's not what I wanted. Oracle just took the hook. Lol. Oh, now taking the box. Idiot. Wow. Still wearing a hat. I guess it just provides a little bit of armor. I should have brought more grenades. Should have, like, tossed them down. Excuse me.
Heads up, zombie. Look out.
Look out! Whoa. Hmm. One thing I don't like about Half-Life Alyx is ammo distribution. I feel like it's spread a bit too thin. Put that in my inventory. Goodbye, blue key card. I hope I don't need you. I'm pretty sure I passed up on some resin earlier in the game that I can't go back to, but, you know, it's fine, I guess. Oh. Please give it back. It ate the resin! It ate it. It didn't just spit it out, it ate it. This is what you get. So get for eating my resin. Yeah, you deserve that. Hey, it spit it back out. Yay. Sweet, sweet revenge. I love just smashing crates on the ground. That one's stuck inside the wall. Goody, you got the resin back with extra flavor too. Yep. As of that very unique barnacle flavor attached to it. What else? Oh, hey. Ow. Oh, that's a poison head crab. Got the big gun. I'm hurting. A little bit. I'll make sure this thing is loaded. And that this is also loaded.
Portions left.
Okay. Got force field. There's a lock on this door. Can I shoot that lock through the window? I broke something in there. Okay. There's a guy in there. Oh, this is a shoe shining area. Okay, I did not miss this resin. It was always right here for me to grab. Are these for shoes shining? Don't know what else they had before. The terminal. It looks like Dr. Breen. Got Terminal 7. More grenades! Hooray! Just what I wanted. It's locked. My Or how are we gonna fix this? Can I throw grenades through? I can throw grenades through that. Okay. Let's see. Can I use a grenade to open the door? Oops. My hat. This is a very unsafe area. I need my hat. Come on. Give me the grenade. No! I want the grenade. Give my hat back. Oops. Well, that got them. But the lock is still in the door. There are... How'd that kill the zombie but not activate the barrels? Just, Okay, that didn't do anything. Uh-huh. There's a replicator over there. Hmm. Am I gonna get in there? I feel like I have to come in from the other side somehow. I can't use this on this, can I? No. Do I have to go back? No, backtracking is not a thing here. I am locked into this area. Come on, brain. Think. What do you do? What do you do in this situation? Let's see, we got a thing that prevents me from going through. These boxes can go through. We got grenades. It wants me to use the grenades, probably. For something. I'm pretty sure that these are bulletproof. Yes, they are bulletproof. That door doesn't open because there's no handle. Do these open? I can't even get low enough to open them. So the answer is probably no. I can't go through there. Like there's something very obvious that I'm overlooking, as always. Wait, I see wires. Oh. I have to survey the environment. Ah! I hit my ceiling fan. It's not the first time. Yeah, I'm okay. Let's try underhand. It might be better.
Damn it.
That's bad at throwing in VR than I am in real life. Oh. Well, these respawned. That's very nice of Valve. Get infinite tries. No, no, no! Well, I've almost killed myself. That only gives me 1 extra heart of health. I threw that thing. At first you don't succeed. It bounced off the rim. I feel like I'm playing basketball or something. How do you get hurt from that, Alex?
So close. Really close that time.
They have specific dialogue expecting you to fail over and over again. Did I do it? No. It's still on. How many of these do I need to sink in there? Who knew I'd be getting a good workout doing this? Okay, I got another one in there. Hopefully, third time. Hopefully only needs 3. No, 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 no. I am about to die. I can feel my heartbeat in my controllers. I don't know, I feel like maybe I should just go ahead and reload a save. But we're so close. If I hit myself one more time, I'm dead. No, 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 no.
Alex!
I'm dead. I have died. Go back, like, I don't know. Hopefully not that far. Another drink of water. Okay, the zombies are already dead. Don't need the key card anymore, I hope. I'm just gonna toss that down there. See, what's my current health? I could use this. Gonna toss this down there as well. Just as an extra. Thankfully it didn't send me too far back. Get that, shotgun shell. Refill my gun. I have like one bullet left in this. But every bullet counts. Come on, spit it out. Thanks. Get your tongue out. Yes. I'll grab that resin. I'll grab this resin. I'll grab that crate. Smash. Oh. I don't know if I clicked that one last time. Aha. Spider head crab. I mean, poisonous head crab. Okay, I'm actually gonna do a quick save right here, just in case. Oh, right. Got this little mini game. Okay, dokie. See. Okay, the stream is looking okay. Just want to double check the stream. Shows looked okay. Not anything weird going on. You never know, I could have hit a key by accident. No, 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 no. What? No, I threw it. I am terrible at throwing in real life and in VR. It only took one grenade this time. Thank you. Yeah, last time you saw that, I stuck it in like at least twice, and it still didn't open the door. I wonder what that was about. Okay, I'm definitely gonna save here because I don't want to do that again. I have a replicator for upgrading my stuff.
Hey, on the monitor, Combine.
I see him.
Overwatch acknowledges activity. Confirm Sector 02. Possible necrotic interference. Sweep sector. Report containment status.
What would this do? Uh, interesting minigame. Uh, next upgrade is 30 resin. I only have 13. Next upgrade is 25 resin. Can't upgrade that. What's even the point? If you don't give me enough resin to upgrade my weapons. You know what they say about resin? Look for more resin. Oh, I can just throw that whole thing. I thought I would have to take it out of the package. Apparently not. Shotgun shells are worth more than gold in this game. Yo. Calendar. I guess if I find more resin, I can upgrade my stuff. Okay, but I still can't get past here. Oh, I just have to press the button. What the heck? What? Ow. Aha, gotcha. There. Here. Have some massive peaks. Oh, appears to be empty. Looks like we can't have nice things. Storage room. This is where he shot me from. Glass physics. Yay! I love broken glass. Ooh. Health. Put this in my pocket? I could if I wanted to. Oh, there's a healing thing right there. Oh. That's not a boop. Wait. Huh. Hey, how do I get in there? Oh. Electrical panel with some combine integration, I see. Okay, got a little puzzle going on here. Gotta reroute the circuitry.
Amazing.
Incoming, Alex!
Oops. I made a mistake. Quick, load the gun!
Last 4 shells.
It's full. Ow. No, I'm empty. No. No. Hi. Just let me reload my gun real quick. Oh, thank you for watching, Fuzzy Nico. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the look. Now I really need that healing. Okay, don't ever let that happen again. Curse you. See, where did I put that jar of health? Feel my heartbeat in my hands. Yes, please pump that bug juice directly into my veins. Thank you. Okay. What is this? This seems hard. Okay, wasn't really that hard. Resin! And shotgun shells. Never get enough of those. Okay, I'm gonna do another quick save here. Why is that now big? My chat menu got a lot bigger for some reason. Like in my panic, I may have resized it somehow. Weird. Okay. We're groovy, we're schmoovy. There are grenades in the trash can. There's one on that pallet. I'm not here. They saw me.
Two shells left.
Stop shooting! I want the science team!
Out of shells.
Good to use some of your own medicine. Oh no? We're trading nades. Where? I am once again low on health. This is not surprising. Ew. Disgusting. I don't think I want that being pumped into my veins. Particularly. Did my window get resized again? Does that keep happening? Oh, you know what I think is happening? I didn't lock the cursor. There we go. That shouldn't happen again. So much fun. After the Combine invasion is over, somebody's gonna need new windows. Still not quite full house. Better than nothing. Reality defined. We got another healing thing here, but no no bug. I'll go up the stairs or I go through the door. I'll try the door first. Oh, there we go. Exactly what I needed. Crunchy. Okay, now I can really save. Right here. This is fun. I love this game. It's not just nice to look at, the gameplay is pretty fun. I feel genuine fear at some points. Oh, it's a manhack. Hey! Heck off. Did I just punch that one to death? I think I just punched it to death. Uh-oh. This is not good. I'm getting so hecked right now. I am dead.
Still there?
Okay. Man, this game is awesome, dude. Like, really. Like, I cannot describe, like, just how much I appreciate this game's existence. Like, the care that was put into just all the little details. Like, really. Cheese in the can. I feel like in a lot of aspects, this game is way more silly than other Half-Life games. Forgot about you guys. Hey, got him. Oh, they got me. Why more handman hacks? No. Hello. Ow. Very much pain. Come on, Alex, run down the stairs. You're not on high heels. At least I don't think you are. There you go. Ow, ow, ow.
Alex? Alex, you still
Dead.
there?
Again. Take a sip of water. I love this game. It is a very good. Okay, I know it sounds like I'm saying it sarcastically now, but like actually genuinely, it is a very good game still. Okay, I've got full health. Half-loaded gun.
I'm out.
Out. It's not what you want to hear. Okay. So first are going to be manhacks. Can punch those to death. Hey, quit breaking stuff. Get these grenades. Hello. Where are you? No. I thought I can just punch the manhacks. They're just so fragile. I feel like this game should have had a proper melee weapon. I'll be honest. Like, if it had an actual, like, crowbar type weapon, doesn't have to be a crowbar, it would help with the ammo distribution problem. Because that's what the other games were like, you know? It's just like, if you ran out of ammo, you still had your crowbar at least. Still a very competent weapon that could get you out of most situations. If you knew how to use it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and get that, EpiPen. It's just going, I gotta call it now. When the Combine gives you better health care, then... I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. This is a bucket. One in the chamber, baby. That's outside. Northern Star. Whatever that is. Go to save right here. Game saved. Yay. You know what? This is the other shoe shining station that I saw earlier. I remember that area where I had to figure out that I had to jump. Quote unquote jump. Wait. Okay, my OBS tells me I'm still in the green. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I should have like Twitch on one hand. Well, I probably should just have my whole desktop on that hand, I'll be honest. I'll do that right now. Edit mode. Edit. It's not changing. Let me close that. Spawn new window. Display 2. What? Maybe. Okay, display 1. That works. Come on, put it on my hand. Put it on my hand. Please. There we go. Quest 2 battery low. Settings. Capacity to 50%. There we go. Yeah, now I have my Twitch chat and my OBS. And turn off pointer. See, now I see I'm in the red. That's okay if it occasionally dips into the red. It happens. It is a lot for my computer to process. Okay. I am gonna plug in because I don't want to risk running out of power during my stream. I like my stream to go on for at least like 3 hours. I think that's a good time to aim for, 3 hours for a stream. That's pretty reasonable, I'd say. What I could have done, I have a battery, like power bank, duct taped to the back of my headset as like a counterweight. But I could have plugged into that for some extra power. But it's fine. Playing wired isn't too big of a burden. Is what index users have to deal with. Getting to play wireless is like one of the few luxuries that they have over like dedicated PC.
Star.
I am. Why are you saying it like that?
No. The Vortigaunt said look to the Northern Star to help his friends, which sounds like Vortigaunt nonsense, but I guess it isn't.
Oh, yeah. That does make more sense.
Oh.
That's some sort of combine substation. They usually generate power and host security protocols.
Like the power and security you need for a giant vault.
Yo, I just smoked that pigeon. But its friend didn't fly off. Now they are. B is gonna be real unhappy. Funny Russian soda. I think it's Russian at least. Yes. Give me that. Yo. I'd like a resin dog, please. Yes, I am trying to grab the dead pigeon. Hey, my hat. My hat. No. Surveying the area. Will there be something in there? Appears just to be, like,
Alex, I think you should find your way into that hotel and get up to the substation.
closed today. I think you're gonna be closed every day for a while, pal. Oops. I'd rather have 2 healing. I didn't know I had inventory pockets on both hands. I feel like I may have missed something outside. Oh. Well, we're learning the next chapter now. Well, next area, at least. Oh, hey, it is a new chapter. Oh man, I probably did miss stuff then. Hold on, I want to go back. I take me back like 8 minutes, but I don't care. I don't want to miss any resin. If I missed a few pieces of resin, that's okay, but like, you know. Wait, I hope I don't have to redo any combat. Oh, the game's kind of chugging. Kind of chugging a bit now. My frames are tanking. Didn't have a problem before. Just loading a previous area just completely demolished my frames. It's not happy. It's not happy one bit.
to the Northern Star.
I am. Why are you saying it like that?
No. The Vortigaunt said, look to the Northern Star to help his friends, which sounds like Vortigaunt nonsense, but I guess it isn't.
Why is the game now all laggy all of a
Oh,
sudden?
yeah. That does make more sense.
Because I loaded a previous chapter. Those pigeons get to live. This time. Well, crows. In this timeline, they live. Man, this is really bad. I don't know if this is coming across on the stream, but it's like jittering, like all over the place. It wasn't doing this before. I reloaded. Watch, there's not going to be any resin out here. And I just reloaded my save for no
I
reason.
think you should find your way into that hotel and get up to the substation.
No. Well, actually I think there's like one piece that I missed before. I think it's this one. Also a grenade, but like... I don't think I'm going to be able to use it.
That's some sort of combined substation. They usually generate power and host security protocols.
Like the power and security you need for a giant vault.
So laggy. Can I not put this through the window? I don't think it wants me to take this between chapters. Well, I guess there's nothing I can do with this grenade except... Alright, I'm just wasting time at this point. Hello, Nine! How you doing? Okay, if going through here doesn't fix the lag, I'm probably gonna restart the game. Okay, it seems to be better now. You are a little guy, a little pink, like, tart guy. I think that's a Pokemon? Most of them are Pokemon, the avatars. Yeah, the game's still lagging out a bit for me. Oh wait, no, it seems to be stabilizing. Okay, good, it's stabilized. Yeah, there's like a menu on the stream. Like it should be on like the right side of the screen if you're on desktop. If you're on mobile, I don't know how to access it, but hello. There is a way to change your avatar. If you wanted to. It just assigns you a random one if you don't pick. And it saves for like the next time you watch the stream as well. Yeah. So we're on to the next chapter now. I think we're on chapter 5 now. What are these? Bibles? or something. Sword and shield. That's what they say the Bible is, right? That's how I used to view it. Oh. Screwed up my trash can. It's fine. Someone will clean it up later. Someone will clean up all this later. That's a problem for future humans. What? Never seen that anime before. It's not. It didn't look like a head crab.
And the power's out. Looks like we're taking the stairs.
Wait. Meow, 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 meow. It's a cat versus the combine. You know, something I've thought about? Modding the game to have, like, kitty paws. If someone hasn't already done that, I kind of want to do it. One of these days.
And the stairs are out.
Let's try and get that power back on.
I don't really need this now. But I'll just leave it here in case I need it later. Hugs! Are they gonna hug? Oh, I think they're going for the hug. Wait. Why isn't the hug working? Oh, now they're hugging. Yay, hugs! Thank you so much. I don't know why the hug lagged so badly. Oh, I missed the first one? Oh. Well, I get 2 hugs! Yay! Internet hugs are great. Some might even say they're better than real hugs. Some might even say they are real hugs. Ouch! Get off me. Get off. No, that's not a hug that I want. Head crab hugs are not good hugs. I'm sure I'm glad they're not real hugs. I'll hug you IRL when you come to Alaska. I'll show you a real one. Yeah. Maybe me and Sammy can come visit you. I don't know how long we're going to stay in Alaska. Sammy kind of wants to get away from the cold, but we can come visit you while we're in the area. May visit some other VR folks who also live in Alaska. I've heard that there are quite a few.
Hey, Russ. Name a song.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Coming right up.
Anything look like a breaker box in there? That's it.
That's how you do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right? That's like the only song I ever tried to learn. Well, I think I tried to learn some others, but they were too hard. Piano's hard, generally. Imagine, did anyone ever actually... I'm sure someone's actually tried it. Who actually knew Flight of the Bumblebees and attempted it on this. I'd like to see that. Grandma? Oh. No grandma. Googling in the background. Oh, that was a heavy radio. Again, I wonder if Valve went out and actually weighed real-life objects and used them as values in the game, or if they just kind of guessed. Save you for later. Yo, I can get things on tap. Look, I'm gonna be a bartender. Oh, no bartending. I can't be a VRC bartender. Sorry. Oh. Wait, what is this? This does something I forget. You can close that. Funny. Oh, someone actually did it. Someone actually did do it. Oh no. Bringing up my Steam menu causes lag. Okay. Okay, now it's not making lag.
Hey, Russ. Name a song.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Coming right up.
Hopefully you can hear that.
That's it.
Okay, hmm. They kind of did multiple at the same time. Russell. Flight of the Bumblebee. Alex grows 4 extra arms. She's so good. She's split into 6 separate timelines just to play. Valve, we have surpassed the current generation of video games and reached the next level of human-computer interaction. The community. That's a nice piano you got there. I love this unsurprised response, Lamau. Thank you, Nyan. Just turn on your extra controllers. If only Half-Life Alyx supported having having like multiple, like having more than 2 controllers and having them just show up as extra hands in the game, that would be amazing. Can't jump up there. When they're ever gonna make the Gary's mod of VR, you know? Like, we have Neos, but, like, Neos is, like, complicated. We need something for more, like, the more casual user. Like, something in between VR chat and Neos, you know? Gary's mod has VR mods. Yeah, but, like, not the same. It's still running on, like, the old Half-Life 2 engine. We need something that's more like Half-Life Alyx, you know? More advanced.
Here we go. Breaker boxes.
We can make an argument that Roblox is that as well. I don't know about that. I've tried Roblox in VR. It's not very good. But they are bringing it to the Quest standalone. That will be interesting. Okay, well, do you want user-friendly or more advanced? Ideally would have both. Like, we have more simplistic options for more simplistic stuff. And then more advanced stuff for more advanced users. Like, you'd have just like a hangout mode. Just for hanging out, and then you have like an edit mode for when you want to like edit things. That box is floating. Funny. Minecraft box doesn't update till you touch it. Doesn't update till you interact with it. Minecraft VR. I played that as well. It's actually pretty good. But, like, not a lot of people play Minecraft. My hand is stuck. My hand is stuck. My hand is stuck. Great. Hey, it's not my stuff. It's not my stuff. It's future humanity's problem. Shake it off, kitty. Like a boot. Shake it off. Wait, that's copyrighted. What am I, Spider Woman? You know, I did start a Minecraft in VR playthrough with the intention of beating the Ender Dragon, but I never finished it. I think I got to the Nether. Did I? I don't even know if I got to the Nether. No, I think I got as far as, like, making a house, and then just, like, never went back to it. Full health. The end was not a thing by the time I put ungodly hours into the game. Oh, so you're, like, one of the early players? Like, beta and alpha. Who gave my pet cat gravity gloves? Uh, uh, yes. Also, hi, Tree. Russell. Russell gave them to me. I remember when you couldn't play on the browser anymore. It was a sad day. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Minecraft Classic. I don't even know if that was a thing when I started playing. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I don't accidentally engage any alarms. Alert the guards.
The wiring's gonna be a real rat's nest.
Okay. Get this stuff out of the way. Can't hide from me. Okay, that's going there. Where is this going? It never ends.
Power's back on. Let's check the elevator.
I come to tell you, you are a huggable beanie bean. Oh, thank you. You know what? You are too. Hold on. Let me give you a hug real quick. What? Oh, I forgot the S. See? There, now we're both hugging you. And now I shall give you a 3D hug. See, that's like 3 hugs in one. Okay. We get the power back on. And now what? Come on, brain. Elevator main power. Okay, I need to go to the elevator, I think. They're dueling. Accept your duel. We hug, then we fight. I go in for the punch. And then 9 goes in for the tail whip. And I go for a punch, but then I missed. And then they go for the tail whip again. And I go in for another punch. And I go for a tail whip. And it's a crit. And then I punch, but it's a miss. And I go for another tail whip. And I am almost dead. but I pinch and it's a crit. And they attack and it's a hit. And I explode. I've actually never watched a duel before in Stream Avatar, so that was entertaining. I didn't know you explode if you lose. Also, finally getting to see those punching sprites. Funnily enough, the punch is the same sprite as hug. Just with an extra frame of animation, so it looks like you're punching instead of hugging. Why? Why it no work? Wait, is that because that's where I came? No, I came from this way. So, okay, I have to fix this wiring too. Man, who wired this place? I gotta be careful not to hit. Ah! Why, Valve? Why? Why did Valve make me hit my ceiling fan? I'm gonna write a very angry email to Gabe Newell, asking him why this got past playtesting, that I have to put my arm up so high. Oh, that's one way to cover a panel like this. I'm pretty sure this is illegal in some places. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in like the US. But this is not the US. This is like Russia. Oh no. Oh, you're right. I could just stand on the box. I am stupid. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Ooh, power back on. And up we... Looks like we're taking the ladder.
Oh no, do I have to actually climb this in real time? I do. Oh, it's a very short ladder though. City 17 is in Eastern Europe. Alright. So, like, probably Ukraine, I think. Watch the clip, by the way, it's funny. Watch the sprites. Come on, Steam VR, don't... There we go. Okay, I'm watching. Whoa! Why it no work? I didn't see that. Why? You just yeeted me. Just yeeted me off into oblivion. Oh man. Why? Why it no work? I'm very glad that I decided to keep stream avatars on. I I considered not having stream avatars on for this stream because, the game was giving me a GPU warning telling me to close unused programs in the background. So I almost didn't even start stream avatars. But it's working just fine. We get occasional hiccups in quality and bitrate, but overall it's working just fine. Like at the start, it was pretty bad because I was also trying to record, but I realized that recording is just gonna take too much of my performance.
How dangerous do we think this stuff really is?
Well, it is spores from another dimension, so probably, yeah, extremely. But a rare opportunity to examine alien flora up close.
This stuff is both disgusting and totally beautiful. Like, they totally nailed the Zen look for VR. Like, I don't think you see very much Zen stuff in Half-Life 2. Honestly. It's mostly just in Half-Life 1. Oh no, I didn't mean to toggle LIV. I kind of want to play through the... What the heck? That's a little on the nose. Literally, on the nose. But anyway, come on, brain cells. Oh yeah, I want to play the other Half-Life games in VR. Actually have the Half-Life 1 VR mod installed, but I'm having trouble figuring out the controls for it. Like, I couldn't figure out how to switch weapons, so I just ended up with an empty pistol and couldn't progress further. I played through a few levels in Half-Life 2 in VR. It's fun. Yeah, I might work my way backwards from Alyx. Well, actually, technically in the timeline, I'd be moving forwards. Going from Alyx to Half-Life 2. Even though Half-Life 2 released much earlier. These curtains are beautiful. They don't animate. Actually, I'm curious. There's a setting for cloth. No. It doesn't affect that. Dang it. I thought that the soft cloth might have been referencing that, but no. I wonder what it is referencing then. Het. Pretty sure that means no. No, no drinky. Why'd it give me a grenade? Why did the game give me a grenade? Okay. Huh. Gross. Technically, everything in Zen is an evasive speech.